And crews in Central Texas continue to carry out search and rescue operations. But when it comes to flooding, the dangers extend beyond the downed power lines, dirty water, and debris. There are lingering health concerns. Scripps News Group's Maya Rodriguez is following this all for us. And Maya, beyond those search and recovery or rescue efforts and the cleanup, which is now underway, how could these floods continue to impact this community?
Well, Andrew, floodwaters can contain all kinds of bacteria that can make people sick. That means some of the communities devastated by the flooding in Texas could be facing health impacts well into the future. The devastation from flash flooding is immediate. But as the floodwaters recede, health risks can emerge.
The health risks from flooding can really prolong even months after the major flooding events.
Floodwaters potentially carry bacteria, chemicals, and sewage, and can leave behind toxic mold, which can lead to respiratory illnesses, among other health impacts. Yale professor Kai Chen has studied the human health costs of exposure to floods and found a higher risk of death in flooded regions, even a year after flooding events.
There are long, lingering health risks from increased respiratory illnesses, cardiovascular disease, and mental health impacts that can have much larger health burden.
Studies have also shown an increased risk of diarrhea from exposure to floodwater.
Often we see a lot of acute gastrointestinal illness, a lot of hospitalizations.
Natalie Exum is an environmental health and engineering professor and says people need to take extra precautions in areas that have flooded.
It's not just a river water that you would want to go play in. This is stagnant water where bacteria really are able to kind of survive and proliferate.
Exum says that means anything the water touched, including furniture or clothing, should be discarded or thoroughly cleaned to stop bacteria from spreading and potential illness. Another worry in the aftermath, mosquitoes. Those insects thrive in standing water and can carry diseases like West Nile virus. The CDC says if you're near standing water after a flood, you should wear bug spray as well as long sleeve shirts and pants to protect yourself. Andrew.
And Maya, for people in Texas or, God forbid, anyone in an area that experiences flooding like that, what should they do before going back to their home?
You know, Andrew, health experts say you really need to be careful if you plan to do that. The CDC says that if your home flooded, you should not go inside until a professional inspector examines it for any safety issues. Once you do go in, they recommend you throw out any items that were exposed to floodwater. Andrew.
All right, Scripps News correspondent Maya Rodriguez for us. Maya, thank you.